As you all have understood, what is linear differential equation. So what did I tell you? That when its dependent variable and its derivative both appears to be in power 1 and they are not multiplied together, then such differential equations are known as what? Linear differential equation. So what difference we are going to see under this chapter 3, let us see that. Okay. So suppose, first I'll write on the form of linear differential equation with constant coefficient. So before me writing the form of linear differential equation with constant coefficient, do you have any image in your mind, it is going to look like this, aisa kuch rahega, like any kind of image in your mind by reading this out? Yes, come on students, say. Yes, Basil, Aniket, Tejas,
dy by
Anuja,
dx plus
Vaishnavi,
5y is
Pratha.
equal to 5x, that I know.
All right, so the form of linear differential equation with constant coefficient is this. Okay, so a naught क्या हो गया हमारा constant, d raised to n y upon dx raised to n plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 y upon dx raised to n minus 1 plus a2 d raised to n minus 2 y upon dx raised to n minus 2. And it will just go on this way. The last term would be a and y is equals to capital X, where this capital X is nothing but, this capital X is not a variable X, this is a function of X only. Okay. We were using over here Q, no? So here we are using capital X, which is function of X only. All right. So this is the form of linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Now, where are the constant coefficient? Where are the constant coefficient you can see in the differential equation? Tell me. What are the constant coefficient in this differential equation? What do you think, what could be the, which term could be the constant coefficient?
A0, A1.
Ma'am, A0, A1, A2.
Yes, so A0, A1, A2, these are what? Constant coefficients. These are constant coefficients. All right. Now, dependent variable कौन है?
Ma'am, dependent variable हमने got d n y by upon dx raised to n.
No, they are derivatives, no? Why are you saying
Sorry,
dependent
ma'am.
variable? Yeah. बोलो.
Ma'am, x and y. Y means.
X है कि Y है?
Y, sorry, y.
Yes, so dependent variable क्या हो गया था? Y हो गया. Now, what is the order and degree of this differential equation? What are the order and degree of this differential equation?
Ma'am, order 1 रहेगा, degree ज़्यादा रहेगा.
To look at the differential equation, other students do also try this out. Tell me what are the order and degree of the given differential equation which I have written on your screen.
Ma'am, order n रहेगा.
Okay.
और degree 1 रहेगा.
Absolutely right, Aniket. Order is what? N. Order, what I had told you, that we have to look at the highest order derivative which we have calculated. The first order is there, second order, third order होता है ना? वैसे ही the highest order derivative is what over here? It is nth order derivative. Can you see? This is the nth order derivative.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what the order is, what? N. And what we say about degree, we have to look at the power of the highest order derivative, which is what? What is the power of the highest order derivative? Is 1. So degree, ये कितना हो जाएगा? 1 हो जाएगा. Okay. Now, आपके माइंड में क्वेश्चन होगा कि मैम, is this a linear differential equation? लीनियर का मतलब क्या होता है? आपको मैंने अभी बताया ना, लीनियर का मतलब क्या होता है कि डेरिवेटिव का पावर कितना होना चाहिए? 1 होना चाहिए. एंड द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल एंड इट्स डेरिवेटिव, दे शुड नॉट बी मल्टीप्लाइड टुगेदर. क्या आपको दिख रहा है क्या? बाय डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल एंड उसका डेरिवेटिव, कहीं पे भी कोई भी टर्म में मल्टीप्लाइड है क्या टुगेदर?
नो मैम।
नहीं। और क्या सारे डेरिवेटिव का पावर 1 है? I'm not talking about order, huh? I'm talking about power, or you can say degree. I'm talking about the degree of
Yes, ma'am.
derivatives.
One है.
Yes, ma'am.
सारे differential
Ma'am, all are
equations,
one.
सारे derivatives का power कितना है? 1 है. So yes, it is a linear differential equation. Linear word मतलब क्या होता है? Power degree should be 1. और आप देख सकते हो clearly from the given differential equation, all the derivatives they all are power 1. So yes, the given differential equation is what? Linear differential equation. So I'll just put the some examples so that you'll understand it better. Example number 1. So you can have a differential equation of this type: d square y upon dx squared plus 3 dy by dx plus 5 is equals to, say, ये 5y हो गया, इधर आ जाते suppose e raised to x. Is this a linear differential equation with constant coefficient?
Yes, ma'am. There is 3.
Yes. What are the order and degree of this?
Order is maximum order is 2 and degree is
Ma'am,
what?
Correct.
is
Order
2
is
and
2,
degree
is
1.
degree is 1. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि सारे डेरिवेटिव का पावर कितना है? 1 है. तो yes, it is a linear differential equation. और coefficients क्या है इसके? 1, 3 and 5. Okay. So yes, this was an example on linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Is this a linear differential equation
No,
with
ma'am.
constant
No.
coefficient? Why?
No. Power
Ma'am,
2 है.
Why?
because power 2 है, मतलब degree 2 हो गया. Degree should be 1.
Yes, correct. So not a linear differential equation. Because जो इसका डेरिवेटिव है, ये डेरिवेटिव का पावर 1 है, इसका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. इसका डिग्री कितना हो गया है और इसका पावर कितना हो गया? 1. इसका डिग्री कितना हो गया?
2.
और लीनियर होने के लिए डिग्री कितना होना चाहिए? 1 होना चाहिए.
1.
तो इसीलिए क्या हो गया हमारा ये डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन क्या होगा? नॉन लीनियर होगा. ओके, आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड द व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ लीनियर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. ओके, सो बट ये जो बड़ा बड़ा जो टर्म्स है इसको हम सिंपलीफाई करेंगे. इसको थोड़ा नो सिंपल वर्जन देखेंगे इसका. तो इसका सिंपल वर्जन क्या है? तो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दैट. So just now we saw what is the form of linear differential equation. It was a naught d raised to n y upon dx raised to n plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 y upon dx raised to n minus 1 plus and so on. Last term was a and y. Okay, is equals to capital X. This was the formula. I told you it is a linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Now आप देख सकते हैं हर एक टर्म में क्या डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल है. दैट आई विल कीप इट आउट. So what will be left inside? So a1 d raised to n upon. Is this correct? What I'm doing, I'm keeping dependent variable. जिसको differentiate कर रहे हैं ना उसको हम बाहर रखते हैं. So we'll see what will happen. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace d by dx by capital D. Okay, so if d by dx is capital D, then d square upon dx square क्या हो जाएगा? Hello.
Ma'am, d square.
D square.
Yes,
Hello.
it will be d square.
D
Correct.
square.
Then d cube upon dx cube कितना हो जाएगा?
Capital
ma'am.
D cube.
Yes, correct. And so
D
on
cube.
the last term, which is d raised to n upon dx
dn.
raised to n, ये क्या हो जाएगा?
dn.
करेक्ट, d
dn,
raised to
ma'am.
n हो जाएगा. तो इससे हम कहते हैं, ये जो d है इसे हम कहते हैं डिफरेंशियल ऑपरेटर. क्या कहते हैं इसे?
Differential.
Yes, we call it as differential operator. Okay. So now all these things we are going to replace in this. So what I will get? A1 d raised
A1
to n
dn
A naught
plus
into
A1
d
d
raised
raised
to
to
n minus 1.
A1 d raised to
correct
n
and so
minus
on.
1
Last क्या रहेगा
plus
an रहेगा. Understood to all of you? What did I do over here?
Yes, ma'am.
yes ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now what I'm going to do, ये जो term है ना, ये this term, I am going to take it as f of d. क्या लूँगी मैं इसको?
F of d.
Okay, this will be f of d y is equals to capital X. Okay, तो आप देख सकते हैं कि what is this f of d? F of d क्या आपको दिख रहा है? F of d is some function of in terms of d, no? So it is a polynomial. Yes or no? शुरू polynomial समझते हैं आप लोगों को क्या होता है? Plus an. Okay, so ये क्या आपका polynomial है और you can say the function in terms of d. So that I'm denoting by f of d. So you also got another form of the linear differential equation with constant coefficient, which is f of dy equals to x. So instead of writing that bigger form, you know, again and again, you can simply write f of dy is equals to capital X. याद रखो, this is not a variable x, this is capital X, which is function of x only. Is this clear to all of you? So you can also write in this way, f of dy is equals to capital X, where y is your dependent variable, f of d is having all the differential operator with constant coefficients in it. Okay. So far understood to all of you? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what did I do? This was the form from which I took, you know, y common. Then ये term बचा हमारा bracket में. Then I'm replacing d by dx with capital D. Okay, and you'll get this. So the ये bracket वाला term है, that I'm denoting by f of d. So that means आपको जो differential equation रहेगा ना, it will be given like this. Okay, so d square plus 3d plus 2, and then y is equals to sin x. तो आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि क्या दिया हुआ. तो ये क्या रहेगा आपका, बताओ. दिस विल बी योर f of d. ओके, हेलो हेलो.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, नाउ नेक्स्ट. तो अभी व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ इट्स सॉल्यूशन? नाउ नेक्स्ट हमारा क्या रहेगा? द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन इज गिवन बाय the solution of linear differential equation with constant coefficient is given by y is equals to yc plus yp. Okay, so this is the complete solution, students. So the solution is divided into two parts. One is complementary function, other one is particular integral, where yc is called as the complementary function. ये निकालना बहुत इजी है स्टूडेंट्स. ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री फंक्शन निकालना बहुत इजी है. यू जस्ट हैव टू सॉल्व दी एफ ऑफ डी. ये जो एफ ऑफ डी आपको जो रहेगा, ये आप देख सकते हैं कि एक एग्जांपल मैंने ये लिया, डी स्क्वायर प्लस 3d प्लस 2. You just have to solve this equation and you will get the solution for this yc. And what is yp? I told you this is particular integral. So far understood to all of you? So far what we saw the form of linear differential equation. Then we also saw the short form, you know, briefly how we can write down. And then the solution formula. What is it? It is y equals to yc plus yp. Now in today's class, we will see how to find out the complementary function. Next class, we will see how to find out particular integral. All right, shall we begin with this yc? Yes, ma'am. Okay, now
Yes,
to find out yc. So what did I tell you that form kya rehta? What is the form? It is f of d y is equals to 0. F of d equals to capital X, where capital X is what? Function of x. Now to get yc, what you have to do? You have to consider this equation. You have to consider f of d equals to 0. ये equation हो गया कि नहीं? Equal to sign आया तो equation हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो this is f of d equals to 0. This is called as the auxiliary equation. इसे कहते हैं auxiliary equation. अब इसको सॉल्व करोगे, like in previous example what I gave you this, no, I gave you this. तो इसमें f of d क्या हो गया हमारा, बताओ जरा, f of d क्या हो गया इधर?
मैम 0.
अरे
D square
इधर से,
plus D square
yes,
plus 3D plus 2.
correct. So this is your f of d. ठीक है, now I'm telling you to find out y. See what you have to consider. You have to consider f of d equals to 0. ठीक है, तो f of d क्या आपका d square plus 3d plus 2 which is equals to 0. ये आपका एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन हो गया कि नहीं? क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है कि नहीं ये स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
अब इसको सॉल्व करोगे, क्या रूट्स आएंगे आपके? ये आएगा कि नहीं? क्वाड्रेटिक
Yes,
इक्वेशन
ma'am.
सॉल्व करने आता है ना, 2 को ऐसे फैक्टराइज करो कि मल्टीप्लाई करने पे 2 और ऐड करने पे 3 आए. सो 1 and 2 आर दी फैक्टर्स. तो -1 और -2 ये इसे हम क्या कहते हैं? रूट्स कहते हैं. क्या कहते हैं हम इसे?
Roots.
ओके, सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन दीज रूट्स यू विल गेट टू नो कि yc का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा. ठीक है, तो विल गेट सम रूट्स. ओके, वो रूट्स को हम किससे डिनोट करेंगे? m1 एंड m2 से. ओके, तो लेटर, सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन रूट्स यू विल डिसाइड कि yc क्या होगा हमारा. सो देयर इज फर्स्ट केस नंबर 1. सपोज ऑल दी रूट्स आर डिस्टिंक्ट. ये हमको अभी ये ऐसा एग्जांपल हो गया कि जिसमें 2 रूट्स मिले, दोनों के दोनों रूट्स के आगे डिफरेंट आ गए. सो इफ ऑल द रूट्स आर डिस्टिंक्ट, if all the roots are distinct, say m1 and m2, ये दो रूट्स है, उनको मैंने किससे डिनोट कर दिया? m1 से एंड m2 से. ओके, लेट इट बी व्हाट? m1 and m2. देन yc का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? इट इज c1 e raised to m1x plus c2 e raised to m2x. Did you all understand this? फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल बी c1 e raised to m1x, c2 e raised to m2x. What are c1 and c2? Where c1 and c2 are what? Constant.
Constants.
ओके, एंड m1 and m2 आपको कहाँ से मिलेगा? ये f of d ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने पे आपको क्या मिलेगा? m1 और m2 मिलेगा. ये इक्वेशन को इसे हम कहते हैं ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन. ये इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करोगे एंड यू विल गेट द रूट्स ऑफ द इक्वेशन. ठीक है, ये तो हो गया कि रूट्स आर डिस्टिंक्ट. ओके, सपोज इसी के अंदर ही मैं कैसे, सपोज देयर आर 3 रूट्स and there are 3 distinct roots. Let 3 distinct roots. तो इन दैट केस आप बता सकते हो कि yc का फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा. ये सारे फॉर्मूले ऐसे नहीं आए स्टूडेंट्स. ठीक है, इनका डेरिवेशन है, बट डेरिवेशन से is not part of your syllabus. You just have to use the application of it. So we'll just take down the formula as it is. All right. So if 3 roots are there and all the roots are distinct, then in that case formula क्या होगा yc का? yc stands for complementary function. Students, if there are 3 roots m1, m2 and m3 and all are distinct, then in that case क्या होगा formula yc का?
So
Yes,
we can
Suhan,
take e to the
वैसे
power of, we can take common, right?
what common?
E to the power of mx, since so we are considering m as m1, m2 and m3.
Yes, then
So we'll have to take common e to the power of mx into c1 plus c2. So c1 plus c2 will be constants.
no, why you will take common? What are you taking common? I'm not understanding.
Since ma'am you told me that distinct roots, so which means, so distinct root means m1, m2 and m3 are same.
No, they're not same. They all are different. No, distinct means what? Distinct means different. They are not. That is not same. Okay. Distinct मतलब क्या होता है?
Okay,
Different.
okay,
They
it
all
is
are
different.
Ma'am, same
Yes.
as above, just plus C3 e raised to mpx.
Yes. So the
Okay,
formula
I thought
will
it's
be
different.
C1 e raised to m1x plus C2 e raised to m2x plus C3 e raised to M3x. Understood now, Basil? So distinct
Got
means
it, ma'am.
different.
What is the difference?
It
Sorry.
doesn't mean same. Okay, yeah, all right. If four roots are there, then if there are four roots and all are distinct.
Okay, so this thing plus C4 e to the power of M4x.
Correct. You will add one more term, that is C4
Yes,
e raised to M4x. So this was the case number 1. I hope you'll have understood. This was the case of if all the roots are distinct. Now case number 2. Now in case number 2, what we have, what if the roots are same? You solve the equation and you're getting same roots. Let it be M1 and M2. So दोनों roots same है. So okay, so in that case क्या होगा formula of YC? It will be C1 plus X C2 e raised to M1 या फिर M1 लिखो या फिर M2 लिखो, दोनों का मतलब दोनों पे सेम ही है, right? So you write e raised to M1x. Is this clear to all of you? If there are
Yes,
two
ma'am.
roots and both the roots are same, then the
Yes,
formula will
ma'am.
be C1 plus XC2. जैसे कि वैसे तुमने बोला कि we'll
Yes,
take
ma'am.
out common, तो okay, but उधर x introduce हो जाता है, तो this you have to keep in your mind, okay? So it is C1 plus XC2 e raised to M1x. What if the three roots and all the three roots are same?
तो ब्रैकेट में और एक आएगा C3
तो क्या हो जाएगा? YC is equals to
C1 plus X C2 plus
x square हो जाएगा अभी, ठीक है?
X square C3.
e raised
Okay,
to
ma'am.
M1 लिखो या M2 लिखो, M3 लिखो, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It will be they all are what same, तो M1x होता है. अगर चार रूट्स रहेंगे तो and चारों के चारों सेम रहेंगे तो C1 plus XC2 plus X square C3 plus X cube
Cube.
C4. Okay. Now I'm giving you one case. You tell me in that case what will be the formula for YC. Let, if it suppose there are three roots among which two roots are same and the third root is distinct. Then tell me YC का formula क्या हो जाएगा? Drink and their answer. Okay, there are three roots, out of which two are same and third one is different.
मैम जो सेम है उसके लिए C1 plus XC2
C1 plus XC2
ब्रैकेट
ये रहेगा
क्लोज e raised to M1x
Then
plus C3 e raised to M3x.
Yes, ma'am.
absolutely right. Yes. So if two roots are, if some of the roots are same and the remaining are different, then this is how you are going to write on the formula of YC. Is this case understood to all of you? Okay,
मैम
एक और
एक
case
मिनट
हमको देखो.
स्टार्टिंग से ऊपर लो ना मैम, स्क्रीनशॉट लेना था.
Yeah, give wait. ये एक और कंडीशन ले लेते हैं. What if there are four roots, इसमें से कुछ ऐसा केस हुआ तो
मैम C1 plus XC2
C1 plus XC2
E to the power
ब्रैकेट
of
क्लोज e raised to
M1x plus
M1x और
C3
दूसरा
C3 plus XC4 to the power of MQ3x e to the power of M3x.
absolutely right. Yes, very good. So yes, you are right. Whoever wants to take the screenshot, they can take. इसे भी नीड नहीं है लेने का.
मैम सेंड कर दोगे आप?
हाँ, जब ये चैप्टर फिनिश होगा तो आई शेयर इट विथ यू ऑल.
ओके मैम.
ये वीक में खत्म हो जाएगा तो यूनिट 2 का नोट्स, ये वन नोट पीडीएफ भी आपके साथ शेयर हो जाएगा. ओके,
तो रहने दो मैम, तो रहने दो फिर मैम, नीचे ले लो.
नाउ विल डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट केस, केस नंबर 3. कभी कभी रूट्स क्या आते हैं, कॉम्प्लेक्स भी आते हैं, ठीक है. सो व्हाट इफ रूट्स आर कॉम्प्लेक्स? अच्छा ये बताओ, रूट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स रूट्स हमेशा अकेले आते हैं या पेयर्स में आते हैं?
पेयर्स में आते हैं.
और जो पेयरिंग बता सकते हो क्या रहता है वो पेयरिंग?
A plus IB.
यस. दूसरा रूट क्या रहेगा फिर? So complex roots always comes in pair. So if one of the root is a plus ib, one of the root is a plus ib, the another root karega is a conjugate. So a minus ib will also be the root of this given equation of the given like वो जो भी roots रहेगा. Okay. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so complex roots कभी भी हमेशा आपको अकेले नहीं मिलेंगे. It will always comes in pair. So if one of the root is whatever complex number, तो उसका जो conjugate रहेगा, that will also be the root of the given equation. So suppose you are getting the complex roots like this, क्योंकि एक plus के साथ रहेगा और एक क्या रहेगा minus के साथ रहेगा. So what is important in this to know what is the real part and what is the imaginary part. Okay, जो I के साथ associated रहता है, that is the imaginary part, and alpha क्या हो गया आपका real part हो गया. So in that case, YC का formula क्या हो जाएगा? It will be C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x and bracket close e raised to alpha x. So you have to be very careful कि कहाँ पे real part आएगा, कहाँ पे imaginary part आएगा. तो angle में क्या आ रहा है? Imaginary part. E के power में क्या आ रहा है? Real part. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
तो कॉम्प्लेक्स
Yes,
रूट्स
ma'am.
रहेंगे तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल. ओके, अब मोस्टली बच्चे को जब मैं पूछूं अल्फा और बीटा क्या होता है, दे आंसर इन प्लस बीटा माइनस बीटा. सो प्लस माइनस का आपको टेंशन नहीं लेना, यू जस्ट हैव टू टेल मी कि व्हाट वैल्यूज यू कैन सी ओवर हियर. सो अल्फा है, अल्फा जो भी रहेगा विद प्लस है तो प्लस बोलोगे, माइनस है तो माइनस बोलोगे. बीटा क्या रहेगा? हमेशा बीटा हमेशा पॉजिटिव वैल्यू बोलने का. ठीक है,
Yes, ma'am.
so these were the cases. Now I'll give you one case. उसमें आप बताओ कि आंसर क्या होगा. यानी कितना 4 रूट्स, उसमें से 2 जो है वो क्या हो गए मेरे कॉम्प्लेक्स रूट्स हैं, एंड जो थर्ड एंड फोर्थ रूट है दे आर डिस्टिंक्ट रियल रूट्स. तो इन दैट केस वाइसे का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? ये सब ऑब्जेक्टिव हो सकते हैं डिफरेंट डिफरेंट केसेस में. वाइसे का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा बताओ? So you have to be very careful. Tell me, 2 roots are complex and the remaining 2 roots are real, but they are distinct. Think and
मैम
answer.
जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है उसका सी ए प्लस आई बी के फॉर्म में बताना है.
हाँ, yes, yes.
तो ए कॉस
No, no. सोचो and tell me.
मैम कॉस थीटा प्लस आई साइन थीटा.
C1 and C2 कौन बोलेगा? C1 cos. What is the imaginary part in the given complex number? The first 2 roots are what? Complex numbers. They comes in pair. Okay. So ये रूट है तो उसका कॉन्जुगेट दूसरा रूट है, तो ये तो हो गया कॉम्प्लेक्स. तो ये फर्स्ट 2 रूट्स के लिए आप क्या लिखोगे? C1 cos B है. इधर इमेजिनरी पार्ट क्या है? B है, तो इधर B लिखोगे. इनटू e raised to alpha x. अल्फा क्या होता है? रियल पार्ट. रियल पार्ट क्या है हमारे गिवन कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में? A है. अंडरस्टूड नाउ?
यस मैम.
ये तो 2 फर्स्ट 2 कॉम्प्लेक्स रूट्स के लिए हो गए ना. रिमेनिंग के लिए क्या लिखोगे? m3 and m4 are distinct real roots. So you will write C3 e raised to m3x plus C4 e raised to m4x. Got it?
यस मैम.
So I'll just go through all the cases one by once again, and then we'll
Ma'am.
start with the problem. Yeah.
It should be minus b, sign of minus b, but why do you take it as positive
See,
for
the
this
we
given
write this
problem?
way, no? No, we
For a
write
given
this way.
problem.
Sorry.
I'm talking about a given problem that we have. Yeah, that I saw that one. Yes. So in this one, why did we take plus instead of minus?
See, we write a plus minus ib, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why we take only b. We don't concentrate on this plus or minus sign.
Okay, ma'am. So I'm talking about that
Okay,
imaginary
because in
part
formula,
having minus one of
because
them.
yes, because what did I tell you? If the roots are alpha plus minus I beta. So what did I write in the formula? It is cos beta x. So I'm not taking plus beta or minus beta. I'm just taking whatever is beta. Okay. Plus
Yes,
C2
ma'am.
sin beta x. Okay. So
The sign
ये
doesn't
because
matter.
roots. Yes, yes. एनीवेज अगर आपका रूट्स ऐसा रहेगा, सपोज ऐसा रूट्स है आपका, ठीक है, तो व्हाट आर दी अल्फा एंड बीटा? टेल मी, अल्फा एंड बीटा क्या है इसमें? अल्फा क्या हो गया 2, बीटा क्या हो गया आपका 3,
3.
so that you are going to substitute over here. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
but अल्फा का अगर it is with minus sign then you will take it with minus. Okay, so now we'll start with the problem quickly. As I told you, we will be doing only complementary function today, and particular integral will do later on. So I'll be explaining the first question, and the next question onwards you will try by yourself. So first question solve. D square plus 3D plus 2 y is equals to e raised to x. Okay, so look at the solution, students. Very easy, as I told you. So what is the form of the given differential equation? It is of this form: f of d y is equals to capital X. Okay, where f of d is what?
d square plus 3d plus 2.
Correct, this is your f of d. And what is the capital X? It is e raised to x. Okay, now the solution is given by, what is the formula of the solution? What is the formula, students? It is yc plus yp, right? No? तो आज हम क्या देख रहे हैं? सिर्फ yc, हाफ पार्ट देखेंगे कि कैसे निकालते हैं. तो जस्ट सिर्फ yc निकालना. सो yc निकालने के लिए हमने क्या बोला था, क्या कंसीडर करेंगे? ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन. व्हाट इज इट? यस, f of d equals to 0. f of d क्या है हमारा? इट इज d square plus 3d plus 2 equals to 0. अभी हमने इसको फैक्टराइज किया था, ये क्या होगा? d plus 1 होगा और d plus 2 होगा. सो d का वैल्यू क्या मिलेगा हमको? -1 एंड -2.
-2.
सो रूट्स हमें क्या मिले? m1, लेट इट बी नो, लेट m1 क्या मिला हमको? -1. m2 क्या हो गया? -2. आर दे डिस्टिंक्ट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, since roots are distinct, so yc का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? It is c1 e raised to m1x plus c2 e raised to m2x. You just put the value. You just put the values of c m1 and m2. c1 e raised to minus x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x. ये हो गया आपका solution. देखा कितना सिंपल है. Shall I give you one question?
Yes, ma'am.
You just have to solve the auxiliary equation. See the roots. What are the roots, and depending on that, you will write on the yc का formula. तो ये solve करो. Solve. Come on, try this out and tell me कि yc आपको क्या मिल रहा है, complementary function क्या मिल रहा है. Okay, what are the roots, students? Did you all get?
D की वैल्यू +-3 आया.
You sure?
Actually, the complex number.
क्या? Can you tell me, Basil?
Ma'am,
क्या
So
मिला
plus or
roots?
minus 3i. Plus or minus 3i.
Yeah, correct.
Because minus
you
9,
get-
because of minus 9.
Yes, so plus minus square root of minus 9, and we know that in real numbers, square root of negative number does not exist. Okay, so obviously this is going to be a complex root. So plus minus is going to be square root of 9 is what? 3, and square root of minus 1 is I. So plus minus 3i are the roots. So since the roots are complex, as I told you, complex roots always comes in pairs. So अगर एक root क्या हमारा 3i, तो दूसरा क्या आएगा इसका conjugate. इसका conjugate क्या होता है? minus 3i. आप देख सकते हो यही
Minus
root
3i.
ओके. थोड़ा दी अल्फा एंड बीटा हो गई है, बताओ अल्फा एंड बीटा क्या हो गया बेसिस?
मैम 3i कैसे आया नहीं समझा.
3i कैसे है नहीं
हाँ
समझा?
समझा, सॉरी that is 9. ओके मेरे को
स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ minus 9.
या मैम वो 9 है ना, मेरे को क्यों लगा.
अच्छा अच्छा. यस अल्फा और बीटा बताओ रियल पार्ट और इमेजिनरी पार्ट क्या है? सो दैट सिंस रूट्स आर कॉम्प्लेक्स, तो वाईसी का फॉर्मूला ये होता है ना. तो मुझे बीटा और अल्फा चाहिए, तो बीटा और अल्फा
So
बताओ फ्रॉम द
alpha
गिवन
is
कॉम्प्लेक्स रूट्स.
alpha is 0
Alpha is
and
3,
beta
ma'am.
is 3.
करेक्ट. ओके, सो अल्फा कितना हो गया? 0. रियल पार्ट इज मिसिंग, तो दैट इज 0, एंड द इमेजिनरी पार्ट क्या हो गया? 3. तो पुट इट ओवर हियर. तो c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x into e raised to 0x. Anything raised to 0 कितना आता है? 1. The final answer is this. Okay. We'll take one last question and then we'll stop. Solve b square plus 6t plus 9. That is also easy. ठीक है, ले लो. Okay, find out complementary function for this. Complementary function. Come on, you should be able to answer me now. Roots क्या मिल रहे हैं, and accordingly you write down the formula for YC.
मैम ये क्या लिखा है? 5 raised to x.
5 raised to x minus log of 2.
मैम -3 और +3.
Plus 3 minus 3 आ रहा है.
No, minus 3 and minus 3.
I think this is d plus 3 the whole square if I'm not wrong.
This is the one I'm
If
talking
I'm
about.
not
Yes, ma'am.
correct, roots are what?
Minus 3 and minus 3.
They are same. So what will be the formula for C1 or YC? Sorry. Both the roots are same. Then what is the formula for YC?
C1 plus XC2 e raised to m.
MC plus xc2 e raised to m.
Is this right?
E raised to c. Yes, ma'am.
Very simple. ये केस नंबर 2 से आता है, तो 2 रूट्स आर सेम, नो दोनों रूट सेम है. m1 भी क्या -3 है, m2 भी क्या -3, तो both the roots are same. In that case what we write? c1 plus c2x e raised to m1x. तो इधर m1 क्या वैल्यू ने पुट कर दिया, which is -2 over here. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's it for the day. We'll stop it now and we'll do particular integral in the next.